Hey, what's up? All right, so this one is the difference between contests and Hollywood. To keep it simple, they're two different things. And I think new writers think, no, they're the same, aren't they? They're looking for the same material. No, they're not. No, they're not. The contests have their, and I'll give an example. The contests have their sort of requirements and how they want to present themselves as a contest. And then Hollywood's like, now we're over here. Like, in my mind, here's how I think of it. Contests are like, oh, so sweet, and so poignant, And then Hollywood's like, fucking guns blazing. Who gives a fuck, man? Sex, drugs, and rock and roll. Let's do it. Those are two different things. So if you're that type of writer and you throw that script over here into a contest, nothing will happen with it. And I'll give you an example. And by the way, if you win a contest and everybody's like, oh my God, you're the darling of the contest. We love it. It's so emotionally like, ooh, yes. And then you take that script to Hollywood. Hollywood's like, I don't give a fuck. Like, does that match any of this shit we're doing? No. So here's a quick example. So I wrote a thing. It was dark. It was fucked up. American Beauty meets like 13, basically. Dark, real dark. And then quickly after that, I had another thing that I wrote. So I got signed up that script, the one script, my first time getting signed. Then quickly after that, 4 weeks later, I have another script that's kind of in like the Taylor Sheridan realm, gritty, fucking, for lack of a better word, like manly and gritty and all that kind of shit, guns and violence and all that. But so I got signed. I'm a curious person, I'm skeptical a lot, so I'm like, I'm already signed, but let me see what these scripts will do in the nickel. So I sent both of them in. Neither one of them did shit. I didn't even make it past the first round, and I'm like, that's crazy. I'm already signed at the biggest agency on the fucking planet, and I can't even make it anywhere. I can't even make it past stage 1 in a contest. The number 1 contest, I can't make it past that. Why? Because they're looking for two different things. By the time the announcements started coming out, I already had a huge producer saying, hey, calling me up saying, hey, I want you to write this thing for me. And I'm gonna go tell the studio that you're gonna write it for me. I already had that. But I'm still curious, but I wonder what I'll do in the nickel. I wonder if I can even make it past round 1. I didn't. So, and after that, this is just a reminder. Some of you have heard this story, but just a reminder, like, which way are you trying to go? Are you trying to be the contest king or queen? Or are you trying to be in the industry, for real? So I was kicking it, let's call it that. I was kicking it with the nickel winner, right? A nickel winner that won it. And several years back. And I told him this story. I said, I'm already signed. And I put my shit into the nickel, and I didn't even make it past round 1. And they're like, let me read the script. And so I gave it to them. They read it, and they said, nickel doesn't go for shit like this. It's too dark and it's too fucked up. And they don't go for shit like this. It's gotta be more like this and that and this and that, pointing to certain things that had won in the past. And it's all like Little Miss Sunshine type of shit, And I'm gonna say it, and it makes me realize also, if Gillian would have put Gone Girl in there, it would not have made it past round one. It wouldn't have. Sharp Objects, that wouldn't have made it anywhere in those contests, in my opinion. Be mad at me for saying this if you want to, but that's just my opinion. So moving into 2022, like I would really think about, do I really want to win a contest? Because you're gonna have to target it, and it might not be the thing that Hollywood wants. It probably will not be the thing that Hollywood wants. Very rarely is it. You know, a lot of those scripts end up on like the blacklist and stuff, unproduced. You know, which whatever. I guess it's like getting your name out there to some degree. But I'm just saying, like, you know, if you wrote John Wick and threw it into like the nickel, dude, you're dead with them. They don't care. So that's it. Like going into 2022, think about, do I want to win contests or do I want to get signed and get out there and get stuff going on, you know, and get into development help, you know? So that's it. Later.